welcome to Click Watch YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your continued support. We are going to analyze Didier Descamps, the France national football team manager. So who is Didier Descamps? Didier Descamps, born on the 15th of October 1968, is a French professional football manager and former player who has been manager of the France national team since 2012. He played as a defensive midfielder for several clubs in France, Italy, England, and Spain, namely Marseille, Juventus, Chelsea, and Valencia, as well as Nantes and Bordeaux. Nicknamed the Water Carrier by former France teammate Eric Cantona, Deschamps was an intelligent and hard-working defensive midfielder who excelled at wing-back possession and subsequently starting attacking plays, and also stood up for his leadership throughout his career. As a French international, he was captain on 103 occasions and took part at 3 UEFA European Football Championships and 1 FIFA World Cup, captaining his nation to victories in the 1998 World Cup and Euro 2000. In addition to winning 2 League One titles in 1990 and 1992, Deschamps was part of the Marseille squad that became the first, and so far only, French club to win the UEFA Champions League, a feat which the team achieved in 1993. With the Champions League victory, Deschamps became the youngest captain ever to lead his team to win the title. With Juventus, he played 3 Champions League finals in a row between 1996 and 1998, winning the title in 1996. The Turin side, he also won the UEFA Super Cup and the Intercontinental Cup, as well as 3 Serie A titles, among other trophies. With Chelsea, he won the 1999-2000 FA Cup and also reached another Champions League final with Valencia in 2001, before retiring later that season. After Franz Beckenbauer and followed by Iker Casillas, he was only the second captain in the history of football to lift the Champions League trophy, the World Cup trophy, and the European Championship trophy. As a manager, Deschamps began his career with Monaco and helped the club to win the Coupe de la Ligue in 2003 and reached the 2004 UEFA Champions League final, being named League One Manager of the Year in 2004. During the 2006-07 season, he helped his former club Juventus win the Serie B title and returned to Serie A following a relegation due to their involvement in the 2006 Calciopoli scandal the previous season. He subsequently managed another one of his former clubs, Marseille, where he won the League One title during the 2009 season, as well as 3 consecutive Coupe de la Ligue titles between 2010 and 2012, and consecutive Trophée des Champions titles in 2010 and 2011. On the 8th of July 2012, Deschamps was named as the new manager of the French national team. He led the team to the quarterfinals of the 2014 FIFA World Cup, the final of UEFA Euro 2016, and victory in the 2018 FIFA World Cup, the last of these making Deschamps the third man to win the World Cup as both a player and manager. Alongside Mario Zagallo and Franz Beckenbauer, Deschamps follows Beckenbauer, only the second to do so as captain. Club career: Deschamps in 2000. Deschamps was born in Bayonne in the French part of the Basque area. After a short passage at rugby in the Biarritz Olympique Club, Deschamps started his football career at an amateur club, Avron-Vannes, while still at school. His potential was spotted by scouts from Nantes, for whom he signed in April 1983. Deschamps made his league debut on the 27th of September 1985. He transferred to Marseille in 1989. Deschamps then spent a season on loan with Bordeaux in 1990, before returning to Marseille. In this second spell with Marseille, Deschamps gained his first honors as a professional player, winning 2 French league titles in 1991 and 1992, and was a member of the first and only French side to win the Champions League in 1993, becoming the youngest captain ever to lift the trophy in the process. In 1994, Deschamps joined the Italian club Juventus, with whom he won 3 Serie A titles, 1 Coppa Italia, 2 Italian Super Cup, as well as his second Champions League title, a UEFA Super Cup, and the Intercontinental Cup in 1996. He also reached 2 more Champions League finals in his next 2 seasons, and a UEFA Cup final in 1995. After his spell with Juventus, Deschamps spent a season in England with Chelsea, winning the FA Cup and scoring scoring once against Hertha BSC in the Champions League. He finished his playing career in Spain, spending a season with Valencia, helping them to the 2001 UEFA Champions League final. He remained on the bench as they lost to Bayern Munich. He then retired in the middle of 2001, only 32 years old. International career. Receiving his first international call-up from Michel Platini on 29 April 1989 against Yugoslavia, Deschamps started his international career in what was a dark time for the France national team as they failed to qualify for the World Cup in both 1990 and 1994, also suffering a first-round elimination at UEFA Euro 1992. When new team coach Aimé Jacquet began to rebuild the team for Euro 96, he initially selected Manchester United star Eric Cantona as captain. After Cantona earned a year-long suspension in January 1995, the makeup of the team changed dramatically, with veteran Cantona, Jean-Pierre Papin, and David Ginola being dropped in favor of younger players such as Zinedine Zidane. Deschamps, as one of the few remaining veterans, was chosen to lead what would later be called the Golden Generation. He first captained France in 1996 in a friendly match against Germany as a warm-up for Euro 96. During that tournament, held in England, he led them all the way to the semi-finals, their best finish in an international tournament since the 1986 World Cup. In 1998, Deschamps captained France as they won the 1998 World Cup on home soil in Paris, holding an integral role in the team. Propelled by the momentum of this triumph, Deschamps also captained France as they won Euro 2000, giving them the distinction of being the first national team to hold both the World Cup and Euro titles since West Germany did so in 1974, a feat emulated and surpassed by the Spain national team between 2008 and 2012. Following the tournament, Deschamps announced his retirement from international football, making his second last appearance in a ceremonial match against FIFA 11 in August 2000, which resulted in a 5-1 victory. His final appearance was against England. At the time of his retirement, Deschamps held the record for the most appearances for France, though this has since been surpassed by Marcel Desailly, Zinedine Zidane, and Lilian Thuram. In total, Deschamps earned 103 caps and scored 4 goals. Deschamps was named by Pele as one of the top 125 greatest living footballers in March 2004. Style of play. In this position, Deschamps primarily excelled at defeating the opposition's attacking movements as a defensive midfielder and was capable of subsequently starting up attacking plays and distributing the ball to teammates when he won back possession, leading to him being derisively nicknamed the Water Carrier by former France teammate Eric Cantona, who implied that Deschamps' primary contribution to the national team was to retrieve the ball and pass it forward to more talented players. Deschamps' ability to perform this role was made possible due to his high work rate, tenacity, stamina, vision, reliable distribution and technique, and his efficacy of pressing and tackling opponents. He also had an excellent positional and organizational sense and was known for his tactical intelligence, versatility, and his leadership as a footballer. Managerial career. Monaco. After retiring as a player, he went into football management. He was appointed head coach of Monaco in France's Ligue 1, leading the club to the Coupe de la Ligue title in 2003 and to its first UEFA Champions League final in 2004. He resigned on 19 September 2005 after a poor start to the season and disagreement with the club's president. In Juventus, on 10 July 2006, Deschamps was named head coach of Juventus after Fabio Capello resigned in the wake of the Calciopoli match-fixing scandal. Deschamps' first game in charge of Juventus was highly successful since Juventus beat Alessandria 8-0 in a friendly, but poor results followed as Juventus was knocked out in the third round of the Coppa Italia and then drew 1-1 against Rimini on the first day of the league season. In the following 3 matches, Juventus beat Vicenza 2-1, Crotone 3-0 and Modena 4-0. Deschamps also helped Juventus to win their first competition since being relegated, which was the Birra Moretti Cup, in which Juventus beat Internazionale 1-0 and Napoli in a penalty shootout. He led Juventus to its return to Serie A, which was confirmed on the 19th of May 2007 with a 5-1 away win to Arezzo. On the 26th of May, several media announced Deschamps had resigned as Juventus manager following several clashes with club management. However, this was denied by the club itself a few hours later that evening, after the game against Mantova, which confirmed Juve as Serie B champions. Deschamps confirmed to the media that he had indeed resigned, and the news was then made official by Juventus a few hours later. Marseille. Deschamps as Marseille manager in 2011. On 5th of May 2009, it was announced that Deschamps would be named manager of Marseille to the upcoming season, which began on the 1st of July 2009. In his first season, he managed them to their first League One title in 18 years. His success had seen the Marseille manager lift to a return to Juventus, where former president Giovanni Cavalieri urged the club to bring back Deschamps to replace Ciro Ferrara. Ferrara was eventually replaced by Alberto De Crotone. On the 29th of June 2010, Deschamps signed a contract extension that would keep him at Marseille until June 2012. On the 6th of June 2011, he extended his contract again, this time until June 2014. On the 13th of March 2012, his Marseille side progressed to the Champions League quarterfinals for the first time since 1993 by beating Inter Milan. On the 14th of April 2012, Olympique de Marseille won the Coupe de la Ligue for the third time in a row after they beat Lyon 1-0 with Brando scoring in extra time. The victory also ended a winless run of 12 matches in all competitions. Deschamps was delighted with Marseille Coupe de la Ligue triumph and added, "All title wins are beautiful, as they're difficult to achieve." This is the sixth in 3 years for a club that has not won anything for 17 years. It is something to be proud of. The credit goes mostly to the players, but I also want to associate my staff with a victory. This is a great source of pride for me, even if it does not change the fact it has been a difficult season in League One. On the 2nd of July 2012, Deschamps left the club by mutual agreement, citing their poor finish of 10th place in 2011-12. On the national team France. On the 8th of July 2012, Deschamps was appointed as head coach of the France national football team on a 2-year contract, following in the footsteps of Laurent Blanc, who resigned after the UEFA Euro 2012 tournament. France was placed in UEFA Group 1 for the qualification phase of the 2014 FIFA World Cup. UEFA Group 1 contained the defending world champion Spain, plus Belarus, Finland, and Georgia. In that group, France earned a 1-1 draw away in the first match against Spain, but lost 1-0 at home against the same opponent in the second match. After the 1-0 defeat by Spain, France failed to score a single goal in its next 4 matches: against Uruguay, friendly 1-0, Brazil, friendly 3-0, Belgium, friendly 0-0, and Georgia, Group 1 qualifying match 0-0. France finished second in the group, 3 points behind Spain, and thus had to win the 2-leg playoff tie against Ukraine to advance to the final phase of the tournament. In the first leg held in Kyiv, France was beaten 2-0 by Ukraine. Coming into the second leg, Ukraine had kept 8 consecutive clean sheets and had not lost their last 12 matches. In the second leg held at the Stade de France, France beat Ukraine 3-0 to win the tie 3-2 on aggregate and became the first team to overturn a 2-goal first-leg deficit in a FIFA World Cup or UEFA European Championship qualification playoff. France thus qualified for the final phase of the FIFA World Cup for the 5th consecutive time. At the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil, Deschamps' team advanced to the quarterfinals, where they lost 1-0 to eventual champions Germany, and Paul Pogba was named Best Young Player of the tournament. Deschamps as France manager in 2017. Following these matches, France became World Cup winners after beating Belgium 1-0 in the semi-final and Croatia 4-2 in the final. As such, Deschamps became only the third man after Mario Zagallo and Franz Beckenbauer to win the World Cup as both a player and a manager, and only the second captain after Beckenbauer to do so. In December 2019, Deschamps signed a new contract with France, keeping him with the national team until World Cup 2022. At the Euros 2020, France was knocked out on penalties by Switzerland in the round of 16, following a 3-3 draw. Deschamps was criticized for getting his team selections and tactics wrong. In the Qatar World Cup, Deschamps has already guided France to the finals after overcoming Mobile Morocco in the semi-finals. France, the current world champions, are looking to make history by retaining the World Cup trophy. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.